Hello guys, so we are back with Scratch tutorials. I know that I've not made a video in quite a while. So yeah. Last time we left off, we have an AI. We don't have any weapons yet, but we'll get there next time, I think. And AI, he's not actually that. He's actually pretty smart. Well, not smart. He's just doing it by random. I mean, it's Scratch, so I mean. Okay, so today we will make the option to either go into single player mode or versus mode, which shall be pretty exciting. So let us begin. So first we want to make a sprite. We'll just call this play button. And we'll just make it a triangle. I don't really know. Let's make an outline of 10. Let's make the outline dark gray and the inside light gray, like that. So then we can just do a square. Go to this reshape tool. Then we could just click on one of these dots, press delete, and then we have an almost perfect triangle. So then we can just do that, and there is our beautiful, beautiful play button. Okay, good. So let's center that at 0, 0. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now, in this play button script, we will add when clicked, go to 0, Y33. It will show, go to back layer. Yes, I know some people have commented that I saved the project a little bit too much, but sometimes when I try to save the project, it says error, error, try again. So yeah, I'm very worried about that. So yeah, it is very fun. Then we want to do it forever, if else, touching mouse pointer. Then we just want to make a variable called hide play. And we want to make this for all sprites. Okay, beautiful. Then we just want to set hide play to yes. We are doing this because in the future when we hover over the buttons, they will say what they do. So yeah, I'm just getting that ready right now, just in case. Okay. Then we just want to say, this is the big area. Change size by, well, it's not really that big, but it will get big. Change size by, divided by 3. Then we want to do 70 minus size. So yeah, beautiful. And then we just want to set the ghost effect to maybe 40. Oh, we might want to set the brightness though. I'll just look at this and see how much I like it. Then to give it a little more extra pizzazz, we can just do point and direction plus 90. When we want to say sine of, then multiplied by 1,000 timer. Times that it will do like a little jiggle. And then in the else part of this block, we just want to do point in direction 90, set hide play to no, and we want to say, what is it? Change size by, let's just duplicate this, oh, no, not comment. We just want to duplicate this block, and this time put in 50 here. 50 size divided by 3, and then we just want to say, set ghost to -10. Very strange. Yeah, I know, but let's just make a little squiggle look. So now, when we hover over this play button, it will do jiggle, 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 jiggle. So yeah. Okay, I'm just going to make this play button a little bit smaller. If we just go into costumes and make this boy a bit smaller, like that. Then he'll do jiggle, jiggle, just not as much. Okay, good. Now let's go back into the code, and we just want to say when sprite is clicked, it will, hold on, I'm revising my code. It will just broadcast play. We will change it up later, but I believe it's play game actually. Do not mind that background noise, as you can hear it. But I'm getting a little obsessed with this. Play match. So when this is clicked, this will broadcast play match. So yeah. And we also want to say when I receive play match, this will hide. Okay, good. So now when we press play and click it, it hides. Okay, good. So now when we go into the levels sprite, we just want to say when clicked, this will hide. And then when I receive play match, this will forever show. We are also going to make a variable called level. This will be a global variable, meaning that all sprites will see this. So we will just switch costume to level. Okay, beautiful. Oh yeah, just in case we want to say go to 0, 0. Okay, beautiful. Now when we press play and we press this play button, it'll now show the match. Okay, good. Now we want to just jump into the player 1 sprite. And we just want to do the same thing. So we just want to say when clicked, this will show. Then when I receive play match, when clicked, it will hide. When I receive play match, it will show. So now when I press play, it will just run all of that code. Okay, great. Now same thing with the AI, except we just want to replace all 3 of these blocks. So just delete those. When I receive play match, it will set the move. When I receive play match, it will set the shoot. Then at the top, when I receive play match, set those 2. Then when clicked, this will hide. Beautiful. Okay, so now when we click, nothing happens. But then when we press the play button, then the game starts. So yeah, pretty good. So now, what we want to do, first of all, this play button seems a little bit too high. Let me just check the actual game. Okay, yeah, it's definitely way too high. Okay, so we can just make that lower. Sorry about that, I'm just checking. Let's see if I got the position right. Ah, here we go. It'll be negative 53. I did not read that right. Okay, so when we press play, there we go. Now it's down here. Press play, and the game starts. Okay, good. We will add weapons in, the next video, like I said. Okay, good. So now, we will add another button. This will be called the AI/player button. if I can actually type it. Okay. Then we just want to make, let's just do 2 costumes for now. Because in the future we will have 3 modes. Maybe even 4, like somebody suggested in the comments. Rock, I think it was. Okay, so we will just make a big boy box. Set the outlines, I don't know, like 15. And set the X to 0, Y to 0, and that was beautiful. We just want to grab the text object. Let's just make the text pure white and pixel text. So then we just want to write single, beautiful, make that a little bit smaller. Okay, beautiful. Now we can just highlight all of these and do group. You don't have to do it, but it's just my personal preference. In fact, I'm not going to group it. Because you don't have to do that. In fact, you probably shouldn't do it, in case you want to go back. Let's just name the costume single so you do not get confused with costume 1, costume 2, and costume 3. Just duplicate this, call this costume versus without a T. Instead of saying single, it will say versus, if that's how you spell it. Yes, that is. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So now in the code, first we will make it, we'll do like the little squiggle thing, and then we will make it change the costume when you click. Should be pretty easy. Okay, so let us begin. First of all, we want to make a variable called versus slash single slash free play. Yeah, we will change this variable later. No free play yet. That was kind of a secret, but I mean, not really anymore. So then let's just press OK. This is a global variable, by the way, so it is for all sprites. So then we just want to grab a one green flag clicked, go to x0, y negative 140, switch costume to versus, and set versus a single to versus. Beautiful. Not in all caps. Then we just want to set, we want it to show at the beginning. We want it to go to back layer. And then we just want to add a forever loop. This is the little squiggly button. And stay to the end of this video because I have a little bit of an important announcement. Not really important, but yeah, I think you'll like to hear it. Then we just want to do if else. If touching mouse pointer, then it will change the size by divided by 3 minus 55. So 55 minus size divided by 3. Beautiful. And then we just want to set ghost effect to 10 again. You can really just copy this code, but I mean, whatever. Set the ghost to 40, I mean. And then we just want to say what? Go inside the plate button, click on this block, say Control C, then a Control V, and it will copy it over. Yeah, it's a little trick. Now, I don't really know if that many people know it actually. And then I'm probably just gonna copy this block, so duplicate. Never mind the background noise again. We're getting ready for something. We want to do change size by 40 minus size divided by 3. Set ghost effect to negative 10. And point in direction 90. Okay, good. So now go to the squiggle little thing. Beautiful. Okay. So now we just want to say when this sprite is clicked, it will do next costume, and we just want to say if costume number is equal to 1, so that is the single player costume, then we will just set versus single to single. Then if costume number is equal to 2, we will set versus single to versus. Okay, don't forget we have to do when play match, this will hide forever. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's just test this out. Okay, I'm gonna show this. If versus, yep, that's versus. Boom, single, boom, versus, play, hide. Okay, good. Okay, now that we have that set up, now I believe we can make the enemy turn into a player if we're on versus. Versus means that two players are fighting together. Single player means that you are by yourself and you're fighting against an AI. So let's just go into the player 2/AI, and we want to make another block, and let's just call this platform. Oh my gosh, platformer versus, I guess. Versus. We will run without screen refresh. We will add an input. This, I believe, I think is movement speed. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, we will add another input called gravity. Another one, friction, and the last one will be jump height, just like how we did with the player. Okay, beautiful. I'm just gonna put this block right there. And we will also want to do this. And we just want to copy the values over. So 3, -1, 0.7, 11.5. But hold on. Before we can get to editing this block, we have to go to the player sprite, because we will control this boy, the red boy with WASD, and the blue boy with the arrow keys. Yeah. So then we just want to say, for the versus single, if I can get over here. I'm not positive that this code is right, but I'm pretty sure. We will just say if versus single slash, that's it, is equal to single, then, sorry guys, I'm just checking if this code is right. Like I said, I'm not completely positive that this is right. I'm just gonna keep talking. This looks right. Okay. Okay. What us Quantania? Sorry for the silence. I'm just trying to get over here with the other computer so I can see the code. Okay. Now we're good. We just want to say, move this code to the side. Don't delete it. Just move it to the side, okay? We will use it again. We'll just say switch costume hitbox, change YSO by -0.75. If mode is equal to single, then I believe we should be able, yeah, sorry guys, if mode is equal to single, we will run all of this code, and if it's not, so if we switch mode to versus, we can not control him at all, because he is on versus. So yeah. Then we can just scroll all the way down here, and let's just leave that. Okay. Was equal to single. Okay, here we go. Then we just want to say, we just want to move all of this code out. I'm just gonna put it right. It's Control Z to undo that screaming for a second. So we just want to duplicate this whole section. We just want to say if mode is equal to versus, then if key right arrow is pressed, then it will do that. And if key, let's do the ASD keys. That would make more sense. Okay, so let's just say D key, then it will do that. Left arrow, yeah. And then we just want to say all of this code. So let's just drag that back in. Then we just want to move this boy up for now. We just want to say if mode is equal to single, then it will run this. Put that in there. But if the code is equal to versus, so let's just duplicate this, change this to versus, and change the up arrow to only W, and put this right here. Then he can jump now. Then we just want to go down. If levels, this is all fine, touching level. Now we just want to drag this out. You know the drill. If it's equal to single, then it will run this. If it is equal to versus, then it will run this. Only the up arrow, and no, with only the W key, not the up arrow. Sorry if I'm messing that up. Then we'll do that, and done. Okay, good. So now, if we press play, switch it to versus, we can only control with the WASD keys and not the arrow keys. Good. That is what we want. Okay, now we can go to the fun part of making the enemy move. Okay. So, let's just go into the enemy sprite. And we just want to take this whole thing out and say, I'm just gonna move. I'm really sorry, guys. This is just really confusing me right now, and I do not really like this. If mode is equal to versus, then it shall run the jetpack code. You know what? I'm just gonna duplicate this, then put this boy over here. Okay. Let's just get rid of the point towards. If versus match is equal to true, just cast into hitbox and change this boy and change y equal 2 by negative 0.75. And then inside this, we just want to say if is equal to versus again. We will just say if key, let's use the arrow keys for this. If right arrow is pressed, then it will just change xvel2 by movement speed and point in direction 90. And then we want to say if the left arrow key is pressed, then we just want to say change y-2 by movement speed multiplied by -1, so he goes backwards. Okay, now we just want to say set xvel2 to xvel2 multiplied by friction. I might split this into 2 parts. I'm going to see what time we're at. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to split it into 2 parts. So I'm just going to do this, change x by xvel, and that is it for part 1 of this, or part 6 of part 1. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. So yeah, bye, and see you in the next video, which should be coming out tomorrow.